there, my name is Joy Lytle. I work at the Clermont Chamber of Commerce as the president and CEO. At my job, I help businesses grow and make sure they have everything they need to make the community a great place to live, work, and play. Now, I get the chance to read a story to you about someone who has a job like me. The story is called How to Get a Job by Me, the Boss. And it's written by Sally Lloyd-Jones and Sue Heap. So here we go. How to Get a Job by Me, the Boss. If you want to get a job, first you need to know exactly what a job is. Look at this sassy girl here on the desk. It's her desk. It says my desk. A job is so you can have something to do and get money for your family. And sometimes a job is so you can get all dressed up and wear your new shoes to work. She has new shoes right here on the desk. Super cute. Some jobs are very big, like president of the world. Some jobs are very small, like a balloon holder. Except sometimes your balloon can pop and then you are unemployed, which means now you don't have a job. Here is what isn't a job. Sitting in your chair eating cookies. School is sort of a job because you do homework, except they don't pay you any money. So they're eating cookies, the little guy and the penguin. That's not a job, although that would be a great job. Before you get a job, you need to decide what you want to be when you grow up. You could be a cowboy or an explorer or someone who drives a big red car, or even a super ballerina soccer mermaid fairy princess like me. Look at that. Or actually anything you want, except you shouldn't be a robber. It is not allowed. Some people want to be a penguin when they grow up, but that's just silly. So if you can see it, there's a little robber driving a penguin in a big red car. And a good job is to get something you love. For instance, if you like going on tiptoes best, you could be a ballerina. Or if you like balls best, you could be a soccer player. Or if you love holding your breath, you could be a scuba diver. But it must be something you're good at, or no one will want to do it for them. No one wants you to do it for them. Like, it is not suitable to be a world famous chef if you can't even cook cereal. See the cereal guy right there. Or a hairdresser if you don't know any good hairstyles. Or a spy if you don't know any good hiding places and you just sit there and everyone can see you. If you are a magician, first you have to find someone to cut in half. Who won't mind? Then you call them my lovely assistant and do a friendly smiling at them so they won't run away. Next, you get an audience and shout, I will now pull a horse out of this bag, everyone. And then you go, wham, a horse, bam, and a horse is there. That's if you want to be a magician. If you're a doctor, you need to get a white coat and some patience. Next, you'll go around with a big needle saying things like, I'm afraid it's gangrene chicken scarlet monkeypox, and we should operate immediately and amputate, which means cut it off. It's gangrene chicken monkeypox in the white coat. Here's what else you do if you're a doctor. Look inside patients' mouths for germs and tonsils. Listen with your stethoscope. Write stuff like ear infection and dangerously allergic to broccoli on pieces of paper and give it to them. And that's your diagnosis, which is what's wrong, basically. Then you write a prescription, which is how you get better. Like, the only cure is M&Ms. And then you put Band-Aids on and they all feel better. My favorite, look, everyone has Band-Aids on, even the penguin. If you're a teacher, first you need to find some kids and make them all come to your school and behave, which means not talk unless you say so. And they are your students. Look at the teacher taking all the kids to school. And here's what else teachers need: a big red pencil, some teacher shoes, a board to write directions on, invisible eyes they can see behind them. Teachers must know all the answers and how not to be boring. When your students are sitting down, you say, listen up, I'm the teacher and I know everything. Then you give them projects and teach them how to learn. Here's what else you can give them: hard homework, stars, I have zillions, timeouts, laws and bathroom procedures like use your listening ears, sit up straight, and toilet paper goes in the toilet. If you are a mommy or daddy, first you get some children. If you don't have any, you can practice on your dolls or your cat or your baby brother. Then you put them in strollers and push them around. You must be good at changing diapers and not throwing up. Here's what else you must be good at: talking to teachers, liking your children more than other people like them, protecting your children from hot food, sunburn, and other dangers, and tying shoelaces. There's our friend the penguin again. Tied a shoelace on his ear. Oh, let me show you. That's funny. There are loads of other interesting jobs. Like you could be a police officer and arrest everybody, or you could be a judge and bang a hammer and go around deciding things. You could be a waitress and be friendly and carry food on a tray. You could be someone who helps people. Like you could be a vet and help a bird. You could be a very smart and know all about everything and write a book called How to Know Everything by Me, the Genius. If you practice every day and get very good at reading out loud, you could one day maybe become a babysitter. I love this. How to Know Everything by Me, the Genius. And everybody's taking a nap. When you have chosen the perfect job, you need to get hired. First, you must write down every single thing you're good at on one piece of paper. That's called your resume. My resume. I am good at every single thing. Signed, the boss, me. Sometimes it's so hard to fit everything on only one page. You just have to use 5. Look, she used 5. And then you have to keep showing it to everyone. Look, everyone, you say. See how absolutely marvelous I am? You must also bring your resume when you're trying to get the job. Here's what you shouldn't bring: your whole family and your gerbils. Don't bring them. When you get there, you must knock on the door, walk in, say your name so that they know it's you. And how do you do, which is office language and means hello, basically. You shake hands and you sit down in a chair. Now you have a job interview, which is when the boss asks tons of questions to find stuff out. Like, are you a criminal, for example? And here, if you can see, it says my resume interests are penguins, gerbils, eating cookies, burping, pooping, sleeping. Thank you, she says. My resume, this is the penguin. I love swimming. I love fishing. Here I am. It's the penguin fishing. And he's being hugged in the big chair. Here's what else the boss might ask you. Can you read and write? Do you know how to use scissors? Can you dress yourself? And what time is it? You shouldn't ever bite the boss when he is talking to you, or sit in his lap, or fall asleep. Don't bite the boss. You must always be on your best behavior, except if you're getting a job as a horrible monster, and then you have to be horrible. My resume, give me the job or I'll eat you. At the end of the interview, you say, please, may I have the job? And the boss says, okay, here it is. And that's when you shake hands again and shout, hooray for me, I got the job. I'm so completely great. And that's how you get a job. Now, basically you say things like, I'll take care of it. And sorry, I can't play dollies tomorrow. I have a job. One of my favorites. She's sitting at her desk with her fancy shoes on. Look at the shoes. And after a long time, if you're very good at the job and you work really hard and you don't bite anyone, you could actually become the boss like me. There's a sleep expert, a moose decorator, a master of disguises, a hairdresser, a boot explorer, butterfly keeper, and dinosaur artist. There are so many jobs. The end. Well, that was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I did, and learning all about how to get a job and how you can be good to your family and friends and your pets. And if you have a penguin or a gerbil, you be good to them too. Thanks so much for your time.